Hey, what's up, and welcome back to Interpreting the Stars, where today I will be reviewing The Wave, a 2020 science fiction adventure film by Epic Pictures Group, who graciously sent me a screener to see and review it early. It stars Justin Long, Donald Faison, Tommy Flanagan, among others. Now, normally with my reviews, I have a word of the day that I randomize and try to fit within the context of the review and the movie, but to be honest, only one word comes to mind when I think about The Wave, and that word is enigmatic. Let's get cracking. This review is brought to you by the word of the day, enigmatic. Difficult to interpret or understand, aka mysterious. The Wave centers on Frank, played by Justin Long, a corporate lawyer living his life day to day, somewhat unsatisfied with his own life at home. When a mysterious drug dealer by the name of Aeolus offers him a revolutionary new hallucinogenic drug, he reluctantly agrees to take it, and when he wakes up, his entire world has changed, and he's unsure that what he woke up to is real or all in his head. On the surface, this is a trippy drug movie, and we all know we've all had a lot of these types of films in the past. To be completely honest, I'm a big critic of this type of film and can only list off a handful of trippy films that I've actually enjoyed. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a big one. Limitless, Crank, Donnie Darko, The Wave. As strange as it feels to include The Wave on that list, I can't help myself. The Wave fits in rather well with the others because not only is this film an incredibly trippy one, but it's pretty original in its approach as well. Because where most films try to focus primarily on visuals in something like this, The Wave does that while also laying down its narrative in an out-of-sequence yet still sequential format. It's kind of hard to explain in a review, and if I tried, I'd just end up spoiling you. Just know that I found the writing in this film to be particularly well done. Because throughout the film, the audience is mystified. They have no idea what in the world is going on, and they may ask themselves if the payoff will be worth it or not. And it is. Everything that happens in the movie is important and will be touched upon later, but be ready to ask yourself if what you're seeing is real or just a figment of Frank's imagination. There's also a lot of amazing work done behind the scenes when you're looking at things like visuals, camera work, editing, sound design. The film has a very specific look about it that I honestly liked. Sure, some of the effects felt a little bit cheaper than others on a technical level since the budget for the movie was probably not that high, but it also felt fitting at the same time. I especially like the editing in The Wave, both in its out-of-sequence storytelling and the way that it chooses to transition between scenes. You can tell that a lot of thought was put into how the film's story itself was designed, and the film really would be nothing without the editors doing their thing. As for the music or sound, I'd say that the musical score itself was fine. It worked for what it was. Lots of ambiance and electrical stuff going on, which definitely felt fitting for the theme of the film, but I was more in tune with the sound design itself, the way the world sounded, how things kind of morphed and tried desperately to remain balanced as it followed around this guy wobbling around high as a kite. Basically, the film's sound was as crazy as Justin Long's character felt, which definitely helped solidify the atmosphere of the movie. But as with most films, I'd say that it wasn't perfect. The Wave focused a lot on those technical areas that I listed already, but when it comes down to the role that everybody played, well, let's just say you won't really remember these characters so much as you will remember the concept, visuals, and in general, how trippy the movie is. That's because the characters are essentially just a version of the actors. Justin Long is basically just being Justin Long, Donald Faison is basically just being Donald Faison, and so on and so forth. Could the movie have followed around anyone while they tripped out? Sure, that doesn't mean Justin Long did a bad job. He was just being himself, which is fine. But a part of us, as an audience, we always want to connect with the characters, so when there's not a lot of focus on character development, I think an audience might have a harder time connecting on that kind of level. But it is worth noting that there's a deeper story to be found in The Wave. It's not just being trippy for trippy's sake, it all means something pretty important. Some people may be able to decipher its riddles earlier than myself, but I found its method of storytelling and pacing to work magnificently. So I'm giving The Wave a score of 86%. 86 out of 100 possible stars, granting it the letter grade of B+. Not bad for the first 2020 film that I've seen. I know IMDb lists it off as a 2019 film, but that's based off of 2 small film festivals. A majority of the world who will see it this year, and that's why I count it as a 2020 movie, so sue me. Guys, tell me if you're looking forward to seeing The Wave when it's released to select theaters on January 17th. Also, if you're seeing this review later on, tell me what you thought of it below. I'm interested to see what your thoughts were and how they converge with my own. As for YouTube, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button if you like this review and would like to see some more like it. Hit the thumbs up button because that always helps out my channel. And don't forget about that little bell icon because that helps notify you when I come out with my next review. And until then, peace out!